Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Satnam Ji, and welcome to another show of Conscious Living. Sangat is the show where every week we have somebody inspirational and someone who can give us some gifts of knowledge, some inspiration that can hopefully take us somewhere further in life. And today, Sangat is no exception. We have, I like our guests to always introduce themselves. So, Jatinder Singh, please introduce yourself.
Hello everybody, I'm Jatinder Singh, and I'm grateful to be called onto the show again to chat to you guys. And we're going to confuse you guys today because I'm holding the mic, so it looks like I'm interviewing Jatinder, but I'm not really. So.
You can interview me anytime, Singh. That's the idea. It's a two-way interaction, okay? Right. But Singh, the reason I asked you if you could come on the show again is because so many people have been asking, in regards to, by the way, Sangat, Jatinder Singh, he's a web strategist, okay? Now, he knows more about IT than I do, but one thing I do know is that, we're all trying to move forward in our life. Spiritually, physically, and household, making Maya. And the thing is that we're told all the time, get a website, do this, do that. But what's the point of a website if we don't know, if nobody knows where it is? And that's the reason why. And I thought, Singh over here is the best person to ask. So it has been due to popular demand, but there is more to Singh, okay, than just a web strategy. We talk, what is Sikhi? Sikhi is about learning, okay, improving yourself. And Singhji, you do a lot of personal development stuff. Yeah. So I thought it'd be so nice to have somebody who gels both of those together. So, that's my nice excuse for asking Singhji to coming back. But but thank you. Yes. Yeah, so, but just on the web strategy thing, could you?
Yeah, sure. Basically, I'm a digital strategist, and what I do, I help businesses create a synergy between their online and offline activities. I help them get more customers, more traffic, more visitors to their website. And I've been in the internet game for well over 10 years now. And what's become apparent over the years is that a lot of people have this misconception that once you've got a website, that's it, it's all over.
Yeah, exactly.
The reality is that's just the beginning.
Yeah.
That's just the beginning, because once you've got your website out there, then you've got to have some sort of marketing strategy to be able to get found online, so that you can actually utilize the internet as a tool to help grow your business and get your presence.
I mean, it's even like Seek Channel. Seek Channel is using the internet, seekchannel.com, just making sure, and we've got Twitter and also Facebook as well.
That's right.
And sidelined with the Conscious Living Show, we have a Facebook and a Twitter. So it's using the technology in a forward way, isn't it?
That's right. That's right. The thing is, because technology has advanced so much, we can't be without it now, in one sense as well. And with social media, it's just connected everyone with each other so much more.
Yes.
A lot of people are on Facebook, or pretty much 24/7. We were talking earlier on, and we're supposed to be working, right? But and it's one of those things now. It's so easy to get message out there. Something negative could go out there so quickly because of people spreading it.
Yes.
It can go out there.
Companies are using that.
Absolutely.
They've woken up now, haven't they?
That's right.
By the way, it's seekchannel.tv. Just to it's on my head, so no, but you're right, Singh.
That's right.
Breathing in, breathe. Just before we came on, I mean, how did you like the yoga?
It was brilliant. It was brilliant.
Yeah. Sangatji, I'm going to introduce more. We always do this before the show, but over the next coming weeks, I'm going to introduce more yoga back into the show. There's so much to talk about. There's so much. We just get 1 hour in terms of the Conscious Living Show, just 1 hour a week, and we just try and pack everything in. So we got gems like Jatinder, then we got the gems like the yoga, the video. I want to get just the video in here as well, but there's so much. So.
And hence, using media like YouTube, getting that stuff out there,
yes.
The extra mechanism.
Absolutely.
For creating the awareness of what people are doing. And there's just so much happening, even in the yoga community. And, if they were to do videos of what they do, put them online, so beneficial for people who watch it.
Yeah, no, absolutely right. Yeah, let's get more of this kind of stuff on there. You know, that'll be beneficial to everyone. You know,
Okay.
from the Sikhi side, I mean, has it really helped? I mean, because I personally believe it has. I think Sikhi, on the whole, has spread really positively through the use of the internet, through the use of social media, Facebook. People can get in touch with each other. Okay, there's always the negative side, but I definitely believe there's been a more positive side. People know what's happening around the world. I mean, Sikh Channel uses it. You know, they just launched in America the other week. It was amazing. They go around the world. We get to see, you know, Sangat from all over the world, you know, and you feel connected. So, you know.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I remember when I was like at university, for instance, when you wanted to find something about Sikhi online, there were resources available. But now, you know, the amount of resources available is brilliant.
Yeah.
You know, you can find out a lot, and especially because of the kind of seva element of Sikhi and how, you know, people are happy to put that content online,
Yes.
so that it contributes and helps towards people's growth is phenomenal, because now you can, you know, get all sorts of Shabda Kirtans, you can get
Yes.
you know, talks on on subjects and understand them as well. And because of that connectivity and the forums available for people to, you know, get the message across, it's just opened it up even more. And don't forget, there's tons of people online, so people from different cultures, it's easier for them to understand and find out stuff about different religions as well. Just like, for example, at work, I've got this Bulgarian youngster, 21-year-old, that works with us, and he was asking me about Sikhi. So I said, have you like looked at anything online? And he said, yeah, I've been watching YouTube and I've seen all these like songs, you know, the Dharma Geets and stuff. And he said,
wow.
You guys hold the swords and all this kind of stuff. So that was really inspiring to hear. That,
and that's a pure chance you just happened to ask him. So we don't know how many people are looking at us.
Right.
You know, I'd say 99% is my person in a positive light and understanding, because, you know, once the ignorance goes, the fear goes, the understanding comes in, isn't it?
Exactly. And not just only that, he used his initiative to check out on Wikipedia and look up even more into it, and it was quite surprising. It's like, wow, you know, because I didn't even know about this stuff.
That's really nice to hear. Singh, talk about this, because, you know, you do personal development side, and I feel that so gels in with the Sikhi side, you know, because we are there to improve ourselves, you know. So could you give a few examples? I remember, you know, it must have been, what, 7-8 months ago, when you did come on, you gave some gems, you know, and it was really nice, because people were asking me questions after that about, you're talking about the left side of the brain, the right side of the brain, how they interact, and, but, you know, just some gems. I mean, there's all these personal development so-called gurus, you know. I mean, and gurus, I mean, in terms of general people who are just good at what they do, you know, and they, you know, they're all over the world, and they do have a positive thing, because, you know, people feel, you know, oh, what's the word, positive? Or they feel inspired, I guess, is the word, you know, and they do something good. You know, how about amongst our people? We must have gems, you know.
Yeah, no, definitely. Well, firstly, it's probably a good idea to just give a rough idea what personal development is.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what personal development is basically an umbrella name for a lot of topics that fall under the self-development area.
Okay.
That could include things like life coaching, NLP, hypnosis, nutrition, meditation, yoga, communication skills, all sorts of stuff that help you grow as an individual.
Yes. Sing. Oh, yeah. So, you know, only live, you know. Captain Kirk? Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, so Karen.
Yeah, so I lost my train of thought now.
Hey, get used to it. No, but basically we're just talking about, you know, the thing about personal development comes under the umbrella. It's a good thing I've got photographic memory.
Yeah, brilliant.
Oh, did I say that?
And what happens is, in some cases, when I've spoken to people in our community and I've mentioned to them about personal development, in some cases there's been this kind of, what's that all about? What is it kind of thing? So then I have to explain to them that it's, as I just said, it's about understanding how you work as an individual, how your brain works. And not just that, but then being able to understand everything and applying it to life.
Okay.
And so that you could build better communication and skills, better communication with the people that you work with, interact with. on a daily basis.
Okay.
You know, and so that's basically what personal development is under on a nutshell.
That's a lot to take in, but
Yeah.
it makes a lot of sense. I mean, so how does the average Joe sing? Am I okay to say that? I was going to say Joe blogs, but you know. But no, but how does the average person
Yep.
use that in their everyday life, you know?
Well, we use it all the time. You know, when we go into the workplace, for instance, you know, we interact with different communities, different cultures, different people.
Yeah.
And in order to create a synergy between how you work with people, you need to be able to portray that as well.
Okay.
And not just that, but when you're in communication, understand what's going on at the same time.
Do you know, that makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
Especially like you get different cultures, for example, and I've seen this, you know, most of us, I guess we work in a sort of corporate setting where you get people come from all over the country, all over the world, and we travel as well, you know?
Right, yeah.
So what somebody might interpret as a positive, the other person might see that as a negative, and vice versa. So it's also understanding,
Yeah.
I guess, you know?
Yeah. No, definitely. I mean, one of the things that goes on, even on the subconscious level, in any kind of communication, is this rapport building.
Okay.
You know, when you are in some sort of communication, and it's not just in the workplace, it's at home as well.
Yeah.
You know, it's with your family members, it's in relationships, it goes across the whole board because, you know, it's about understanding what you're doing, what the other person's doing.
Okay.
As well, you know, I suppose one of the easiest ways to is being able to understand your own strengths and weaknesses, you know, and then being able to openly and effectively communicating with people on that.
I think I know what you're saying. So yeah, it's look, rapport. We all know the word, but actually understanding that is
That's right.
something else, you know, because so I think some people they look at it too logically, don't they? And it's just relax, enjoy, you know, the interaction between two humans. So, seeing, is there anything we could do to give the Sangat some kind of gems? You know, like when they walk. You know, the nice thing is that we're getting a lot of 20, 30-year-olds in terms of watching the show now, you know,
Okay.
and a lot of them are now sort of, you know, they're going into meetings and so forth, and you know, sometimes you just need that extra bit of boost just to get that inner confidence
Yes.
within yourself without making it obvious. You know, we don't want the oh, I'm so great, but you know, just that inner,
Sure.
you know, the
Yeah.
sicky side. Any sort of gems you can give?
No, definitely. I mean, one of the things, as you were just saying that, is let's say, for instance, you're going to go into a meeting with new people.
Yeah.
You've not met them before, so you've got nerves. So you're feeling nervous about it, right?
Yes.
And when people get nervous, it tends to be like in your kind of
That kind of knots thing, and
or,
yes,
you know.
yeah.
And most of the time when you ask people, okay, how does it feel? They, you know, if you watch their body language, they kind of say it's like that. So they're almost giving you emotion.
Okay,
of
so
what's actually going on.
okay,
And
so
what
like this.
No, it's more about like if I said describe your nervousness. Yeah, most people say yes, I'm feeling it here.
I bet here.
So, you know,
Okay.
if you were to give it a direction or flow or something, what would it be? And most people say it's like, you know, it's like that kind of thing, going down, feeling down. And
Okay.
if you ask them, you know, does it have a color or something?
Yeah.
Most people would tend to say it's red.
Really?
Interestingly. I've
Well-
tried this. I've asked people, so if you gave it a colour, you know,
Okay.
that's most people, not everybody.
Okay.
Right? So
So and then around here.
that's right, in this kind of area.
Okay.
And
That makes sense from a yoga point of view. Interestingly, we're talking about chakras, but we're not going to go on to that today. But you know, obviously I'm talking from a different perspective here.
Yeah.
So and the colour as well makes more sense. But
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. And so one of the things to help the person overcome this, is if you can identify which direction this feeling is going,
Okay.
tell them to reverse it.
all right.
All right. So if it's going down, tell them to go up. Right.
Okay.
If it's got a color, reverse the color. So usually if it's red, then the opposite of that is going to be blue. Right. So say reverse the color, make it blue, and you know, make it blue, reverse the color, change the direction, and the energy. You know, you have to imagine it that it's flowing in the other direction. And
Okay.
what you tend to notice is you do start to feel better.
Okay.
And-
So so let's just myself. I walk into a meeting. Okay. Lots of people there. Okay. Vaiguru's grace, I don't get that. Yeah. But you know.
Yeah.
Okay. But you know, so you start to feel nervous. Okay. Then so you think of blue.
If it's,
No.
well, it depends.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
different people will
Yeah, of
have
course,
different
of course,
colours, yeah.
of course.
But
Okay.
Most of, from when I've experimented and asked around, it tends to be
Okay.
red.
Okay.
Like a down feeling and red.
Okay, because red is normally associated with a bit of fiery, bit of passion, you know, you know.
Yeah.
I think, which makes sense from the base chakra. But again, but I guess it's all.
It's
But it's all related
right.
in that sense.
Yeah.
You know what's also nice is I tell you what I used to do, seeing in Just Right, is that I was once had to go to a meeting and I knew it was going to be very, very tough. You know, we all get those where they're just ready to rip you, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And all I was doing was Mool Mantar.
Yes.
You know, and the Jap Sab as well, you know.
Yeah.
Jatinder, you know, like non-stop.
Right.
And just walked in there, and I kind of zoned in, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it just kept focusing and just thinking of that, you know. And the techniques you're talking about, it makes so much sense because I was feeling that, and I was using the mantras because the mantra is the vibration, isn't it? You know, that aspect. So it makes so much sense, actually, you know.
Definitely. That's a lot of this stuff is kind of interlinked in that sense.
Of course, yes.
Because what I found on my kind of, I suppose, journey, if you want to call it that, is, you know, I studied what I could at the time on kind of Sikh literature, trying to understand what was happening and stuff. And then I also thought, okay, you know, I was exposed to like the whole NLP arena and personal development on that side of it. So I studied that as well for a good 7-8 years, you know.
Wow, okay.
NLP, hypnosis, all this kind of stuff, and understood the techniques involved and things like that. And what became apparent, because obviously coming from the Sikh background, my brain was always trying to make an association in some way, trying to find, okay, so where's this connected to Sikhi? How does this link into Sikhi?
So almost the logical side, would you say?
If you could say that. It's more about just, I suppose, understanding it for yourself in one sense as well.
Okay.
And it's exactly like you just said. Like you said, you know, with the yoga, you felt that. And then from kind of like my perspective on it, it was like, you know, obviously you're going to have a flow of energy in a certain way, how you feel about it. Because a lot of these things, they're linked to emotion as well, and linked to states of mind.
Yes.
Right? And in NLP, one of the things they say, we've got 3 states of mind. I think I mentioned this last time as well, you know, being visual, auditory and kinesthetic.
Yes, which makes sense.
Yeah. And these are kind of baselines into how we interact throughout the day.
Okay.
And usually when it's kinesthetic, it's feeling based, like we just spoke about. So it's to do with your body, it's to do with the feeling of flow of energy and things like the tingling sensation.
Yeah.
You know, so it's about, you know, becoming aware of that as well.
Oh, okay. So come on, you know, if we're going into somewhere and we want to be super, super Khalsa.
Super Khalsa.
Yes.
All right. I mean, this is a good technique, right? And I think you know, it's probably going to be more fun for the kids.
Okay.
You know, but there's nothing stopping the bigger kids joining in on that as well.
Yeah.
And basically, any state that you want to go into, right? It's almost like a stored memory.
Okay.
In your brain.
Okay.
Right? So let's say if I said to you, you know, think of a time you were happy, and you start to think of a time you were happy, right? What tends to happen is you reactivate that part of your brain which is storing that memory and that experience and stuff. So it starts to bring that more present, more closer.
Let's do it. And as I say, Sangaji, this is just a bit of fun, but there's a seriousness behind it. But you know, we're just relaxing on the show, and you know, so it's a bit of entertainment, but in a nice way. Is that the best way to describe this?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. Okay.
So,
go ahead.
the best, one of the techniques you can use, right, is you could pretend, for a moment that you have this cape in your pocket. So it's like a super cape. It's almost like Superman's cape.
Ah.
So that's probably the best way to describe it.
Okay.
So just bring everything you know about Superman into your mind, about how strong, powerful, you know, invincible.
Guru Gobind Singh Ji. He's my superhero.
Definitely.
All the gurus are, you know.
Remind me to make the kind of interesting link on that in a bit as well.
Oh.
So let's say you get this cape, right?
Okay.
And you know that this is a magic cape.
Okay.
Yeah? So when you put this cape on, you get Superman's powers, basically. Right?
Okay.
So everything a Superman can do, you can do as well.
Okay.
So put this cape on.
Okay.
All right, and just feel that power. You know, that
Yes.
Superman draws his energy from the sun. right? So you can absorb the sunlight. It's a really hot day today as well.
29 degrees, 29 tomorrow. Yes, this is London. Okay.
Right, and just stand like Superman would stand. You miss it. If somebody shot at you, nothing would happen.
One second. This wire, my super wire, we'll put it over here. Okay. Okay, let's put it. See, superheroes got to put their things in there. Okay.
Right, so put this case, stand like how Superman would stand, and feel it. Just feel that energy. That even if someone punched you, nothing would happen.
Yeah, the S stands for sing, isn't it?
The S stands for sing, exactly.
Or sing me.
So while you're doing that, just become present to the feelings that you're feeling at this moment in time.
Okay.
Your body language, just your posture. Look at Jatinder. Look how he's sitting there now.
I know.
I'm doing the same thing because what we're doing now is actually changing our physiology.
Right?
So we're bringing a physiology change. We're bringing in this kind of invincible mentality. We're bringing the emotions, everything that's connected to that.
You're talking to me.
Now imagine yourself that you got this cape on and you're walking into that meeting with this cape on. Right?
Okay.
So it doesn't matter what anybody's going to throw at you, what anybody's going to do, you're going to be invincible to it.
Giga.
And basically, you'll feel like upward feeling, right?
That's true. I really do feel that. Yeah.
Yeah. So what you want to do is just amplify that feeling, make it even more powerful, step into it even more, and say, I feel this, and you will.
Is it a way? Okay, and I really like this, by the way. It's really good. Okay, but we walk into a meeting. Okay, and I don't want to scare everyone. Like, acha, walking like Gabbar Singh. Yeah, okay, you know what I mean. But we walk in, but having that quiet but exuding confidence. Yeah. So we've got that, the extra, the effervescence of the confidence. How do we get that inner?
Yeah, I mean, it's what you can do. You don't have to use Superman.
I'm putting him on the spot here, by the way. So
you don't have to use Superman for this example. You can, bring into your mind someone you admire, you respect, someone you think, okay, this person, this is the kind of stage presence I want to have.
Yeah.
Bring that person into mind.
Okay.
If you're a martial artist, for instance, bring Bruce Lee into your mind. Do you see what I mean? Bring it into your mind. And now with us,
boards don't fight back.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And I just wanted to come back to that link I said to remind me of. Look at us. Yeah. Paggan, Dadiyan, Guru Gobind Singh Ji's roop. Right? Do you see the anchor there? Do you see that? This is what they infused in us.
Yeah.
Right? We got Paggan. This is our cape.
Yes.
We're going on
every morning.
Going to stage.
Every morning.
Bring
getting ready
into your heart.
Yeah.
And that energy's there. You could tap into it. It's
I like it.
One of the things that you can do.
Yeah. No.
That answers your question.
No, it does. It's nice because, as I say, it's hopefully you've been joining us in on this Sangat Ji, and it's just having an enjoyment, but there's a serious side to it as well, and that's the whole idea. It's like to have a bit of a laugh, bit of fun, but using the techniques because I seriously think that we learn the most when we enjoy ourselves.
Yes.
That's right. You could be, and I'm talking personally. I could be in a meeting for 15 minutes, and it can seem like 15 hours. I could be watching my favourite movie, which is 3 hours long, and it seems like 10 seconds.
That's right.
So using that concept, let's have a bit of a laugh, enjoy ourselves, but but get the gems in,
Exactly.
So.
I mean, I've never done these techniques live, kind of thing.
Well, it's the first on C Channel. The Yik Conscious Show wins again. Okay.
So I hope that's kind of like one technique.
That's one technique. Okay, then have you got any more then?
Yeah, I mean, another technique you can do. It depends on the kind of mood that you want to ignite. I mean, there's various ways you can use the same technique, right? Another thing that you can do is, and this is one of my favorite ones, is, if you want to be a certain way.
Okay.
Right, what I tend to do, and imagine this in mind, you have to get very visual on this, right? So you have to tap into your imagination and stuff like that.
Imagination.
And what I tend to do is like draw a circle on the floor, right? Okay. So I draw the circle on the floor and I'll give it a color. Right, and for me, it's kind of purple color, to be honest, right? And what I then do, is I think of a state that I want to be, right? So I want to be happy. Okay. So I think, happy, and I chuck a whole bunch of happiness into that circle. Right?
Oh, okay.
And then I think, now I want to be like a bit cheeky, maybe. I want to be a bit cheeky, yeah. So I chuck in cheekiness into this circle as well.
Okay.
And say I want to be confident. So I think of confident, and I chuck confidence into this circle.
Just so we get we draw like a circle.
Imaginary circle.
Imaginary circle. Okay, okay.
Yep.
So
Just
let's just do it. Let's do it. Songji, come on. Let's just do it, huh? Look, you've invited us into your living rooms, okay, wherever. So thank you for that. And so we're here, and we're well, Jatinder Singh is showing you, okay. So okay.
What you're gonna have to do, you're gonna have to stand up for that one, yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna remain seating because I think our angles on the camera.
Yes,
are gonna get
and he's much taller than me.
So just imagine yourself drawing a circle on the floor.
Okay.
Right? Give it a color, something that you like, a color that you like.
Okay.
All right. Now.
Okay.
Whatever state you want to go into. Right? So I wanted to be happy, cheeky, and confident.
Okay.
Yeah, so I threw those things in the mix.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Yeah. So imagine like a wizard who's mixing his, magic potion or something, and he's putting it onto the floor.
All right.
Now, when you feel okay, this is cool, right? What you want to do, right, is basically step into the circle.
Okay.
Okay. So step into the circle.
So come on. Let's just step into it. Come on. Come on. You're in your living room, so no one's watching you. Just do it. Come on. Just do it. Come on. Okay.
Definitely. You'll feel a lot better afterwards. Yeah. Definitely.
Okay.
Right. So just step into it.
Okay.
And absorb that color, whatever color that is. Right.
Okay. It's your color.
Absolutely. Absorb that color and stir those feelings inside yourself. Stir the happiness. Remember times you were happy. Remember times you were confident. Remember times you were cheeky. Just stir that, absorb it. That's what you are. That's what you're doing right now. Okay. I want to remember that. Yeah. Remember how that feeling is. Now what you can do is imagine that you can pick up this circle and you can throw it into your future, into places that you want to feel that way.
Oh, that is good.
Right?
Okay.
So say I want to feel like that when I'm meeting new people. Chuck it. So put that into the subconscious. Say I've chucked it every time I meet new people. That's how I want to.
Like a frisbee.
Like a frisbee. Chuck it. In our
into 2019.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Do it definitely. Okay. Because that's another thing. Because one of the things we have is like a timeline.
Okay.
In our minds and our future, our past kind of thing, right? So chuck it into where you want to feel like that.
Okay.
Say you're going to an event, right? Mm-hmm. Chuck the frisbee into the event, right?
Okay.
So what you're doing now is actually telling your subconscious that when you go into these situations, that's how I want to be.
Wow.
Right. Now this is an interesting thing because
somebody could be getting married, somebody could be having their birthday party, somebody could, taking their exam. Lots of different situations. Yeah.
Exactly. The exam is perfect. Throw cleverness, focus into that circle, alertness.
Okay. Okay.
And that's how you want to be during your exams. Put it out there and do this. You have to really visualize this. You have to see yourself doing this, right? It might be a good idea to stand up and do this. It might be a good idea to close your eyes.
Just close your eyes. You're in your living room. Well, actually, you can keep it open. You're watching us. Okay. Yeah.
And chuck this into your timeline.
That's really good.
And the more you do this, the more you confirm in your mind that that's how you want to be, right? And it will happen. It will happen. The more you program your mind to do this, it will. If you're doing any type of sabotaging, that ain't gonna work or anything like that, then it won't.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? It's that belief, putting it in there, seeing yourself doing it and being like
so visually seeing yourself do that, yeah?
That's right, yeah.
And I guess, as you say, the emotion part is really, really important because is that like the fuel, the driving force?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anything that's emotion is, going to be...
It's strong, isn't it? Yeah.
Very strong.
Yeah.
Very strong.
It's, even, you think logically, but it's it's the emotion that pushes through.
That's right. That's right. And emotion, when they say, you got two parts of the brain, right? So you got a left side and a right side.
Yeah.
And one's considered to be the logical brain, the other side's considered
to
be
the lefty logical.
The emotional brain in one sense as well.
Okay.
And they say that the emotional brain outweighs the logical brain, like 32 to 5 or something. I can't remember the numbers, right? But
really?
something like that.
Okay.
What happens is, this situation, you're about to do something that, I don't feel like it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? The feeling kicks in. And
craving for chocolate?
Craving for chocolate.
Yeah, it's like, no, I shouldn't be eating this, my six pack, but
exactly.
I need that,
Definitely.
I have that all the time, that problem,
no.
Just to give you an example, yeah.
I hope that's a technique that you can utilize.
No, that is really good.
And if it makes sense,
It does. What's nice is, you think about the rings, I was thinking, got the Olympics, okay,
Yeah.
the Khalsa 5, you know.
Exactly.
And to tell you how my brain was working,
That's
then
right.
I was thinking, because you were saying the different colours.
Yes.
Okay, so obviously there's always colours
Yeah.
involved with the Olympics, then we've got with the
Exactly.
Khalsa as well, got the emotions,
Yeah.
you know.
And in the kind of NLP world, right, these things are known as anchors
Okay,
because they're anchored into you. You know,
Okay.
like for instance, you have a kada,
yeah,
right? And we know that when you have a kada on, it's worn on your like your dominant hand, right? So
Okay.
it's almost in one sense, it's like a, you know, a symbolic thing that don't do anything bad kind of thing because it comes in your way.
oh, okay,
You know,
okay.
it's an anchor.
ठीक है,
It's just
ठीक,
one
yeah.
reason
Yeah.
it's there.
Okay.
It's also, you know, these symbols have these kind of meanings which are anchored into us. You know, and
Yeah.
that goes for colors and it goes for everything else that we do as well. And it
Ah.
happens in every stage in our life. You know, we're anchored in certain way. You know, eating a pizza, for instance, is anchoring in one
Oh,
sense.
you had to mention pizza.
Do you know how we
Ah. Let me have my Barney.
we love our pizzas, by the way.
I think, yeah. Find a singer who doesn't like a pizza, and I'll be surprised. No, go on.
You know, so yeah.
Do you know I'll tell you what visual image I have right now, okay? It's just melting cheese, okay? Oh, you know.
See, the reason for that is
Yeah.
because we've been doing visual techniques.
Yeah.
We're now tapping into that visual part of our brain.
And it's also how good the advertising industry is, because whenever they show a pizza, they just show you the ripping off
That's
of the
right.
slice and that melting cheese, and you know,
Exactly.
sorry we're talking about food, is, you know, but you know,
Yeah.
it's all related,
That's right.
you know.
And a lot of these techniques go into advertisement. They're very
Yeah.
clever in how they do these things. And one of the reasons for me wanting to learn this as well was because of that. Was
Ah.
because of media manipulation in one sense as well.
Okay.
You know, the stuff that goes on the media, in the news, on TV,
Yes.
just generally in society. You know,
Yeah.
how are we so influenced by these things? It's because they're tapping into those things. I'll tell you something interesting. There was a program called Super Brands. Super Brands.
Brands. Okay,
And,
okay,
It was basically talking about like the major brands, you know, like Apple and things like that.
okay.
And what they did was,
Do you know, I thought you meant the actual fruit for a second. Sorry. Yeah.
and it was interesting what they did. Yeah, they took two people, right? They took an Apple fanatic fan, yeah, and they took a religious person, right?
Okay.
And they put them into these MRI machines, yeah.
Was also the brain scan.
A brain scan.
Okay, yeah.
Right. So they put them in the MRI machine because what they wanted to do was show them pictures and see what part of the brain basically activates.
Okay.
So they put this Apple guy in there, right, and they showed him pictures of Apple products, right, and a certain part of his brain lit up. Yeah. And then they said, okay, then they put this religious guy in, and then they put these pictures of religion up. The same part of the brain lit up. The same part of the brain
Yeah.
that religion taps into.
Yeah.
It tapped into the Apple guy's brain tapped into that side as well.
So what side is that?
I don't know exactly what side it is. A certain part of the brain.
No. I mean, no. I didn't mean to put you on the spot like that. No, but I meant in regards to the part that lit up. I mean,
Yeah.
was it like the visual side, or was it the excitement of some? I mean, you
I
know.
think it was a combination. I think it's certain parts that combine. Obviously, visual is going to be one because it activates that.
Yeah.
Right, and then everything associated with that. So you holding the product, or you know your feelings and emotions attached.
That excitement.
Exactly.
Okay.
But what was so interesting was that, you know, people get into a belief system, right? And now that super brands know how to tap into that, it's quite interesting.
Yeah.
Because if you look at when you get these crazy Apple fans, right, and the new products coming out, or any kind of thing, you know, they're lining up days before kind of thing. It's almost like
So that kind of no, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
You know what's so interesting, and I can't. What do you mean? I can't believe we've only got 6-7 minutes left. You know, damn. Okay, but no, let's get as much as we can in. But you know, I so agree with you there on that side, because you do see these people, and sometimes I feel they use that as a justification to their inner cause. You know, we're going off topic, but it makes a lot of sense, because you know what, the truly, I wouldn't say religious, but the spiritual people I see, I find them so different. But finding those is almost like finding, you know, a diamond amongst, you know. But yeah, but it makes sense because majority are there for their own reason, you know. So yeah, that excitement. Okay, let's get the latest products, that adrenaline rush, you know, that they get and so forth, whatever.
But these are all techniques which are implemented, which influence the brain.
Yes, yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're quite similar when it comes to a fan club, when it comes to religions as well, when it comes to certain belief systems. They are in some aspects. You know,
I can see no. Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, if you watch some of the different channels, you know, where, you know, they use that technique, you know, it's like, you know, come on guys, you know, it's almost like The Price is Right, you know, come on down, you know what I mean, sort of thing. But no, it's fair enough, you know. So I think it's what, you know, rather they go into something that positive instead of going on to, you know, a downward spiral. So, you know, something's better than nothing, I'd say, you know.
Yeah, exactly, because then the opposite of that is because these things can be used for helping people as well, helping people in relationships, helping cure phobias, you know.
Seeing we've got a few minutes left, talk about relationships.
Relationships? I wouldn't be the best person to talk to you about.
I heard this joke from somebody, and they said, look, I'm single, so if you want advice from me and I'm single, you're going to become single, you know what I mean? But just saying, so what is happening with you, Sing? 6-7 months ago, you know, we had a one on Seek channel. On Seek channel.
I'm still looking at.
Okay, come on, some details. Let's get it live on TV, huh?
Oh,
Hanji, that's what.
What do you want to know?